Was it Struggle? I can't remember what it was. Hey, Hunger. Renee. Yeah. No.
Hungar, hello. Oh, that's fun.
Okay. Stickle. It was Struggle, right? It was supposed to be Struggle?
I think so.
Yeah, I can't remember. Renee's our expert on that.
So big day in America today. Have you heard that our big UFO dropped from the government?
You're already at war with Iran. You don't need a distraction. Also, Iran is winning.
I don't know about that.
Oh, they're winning.
But yeah, so we got our big disclosure drop. 2,400 documents and videos. Videos to anybody who's either experienced a UFO or read about them or studied the field.
It's swamp gas.
No, it isn't. So for you normies like you UFO deniers and you UFO unbelievers, read them and weep, MFer. Read them and weep.
Okay. So we got the lamp post over here, right? we got the lamp post over here.
Yeah, I guess. I don't see a lamp post, but
no. It's the lamp. It's out front of the community center. There's a freaking lamp post on this street. So and so Dave, every time he walked by this thing, it would come on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to explain to him that it's because it's on a motion sensor and it shuts off when there's nobody around. And he's like, no, I've got the gift or something, and it comes on whenever I walk past it. It's like, one day I had to take him up to him and show him the fucking sign on this motion-activated lamp.
And what's that got to do with UFOs?
He thought it was fucking UFOs every time he walked by the thing.
Okay. Well, you don't know. He might have seen a UFO too. You weren't there.
I'm just saying, 999.999% of the time, it's swamp gas.
It is not. It is not. And there's a whole
swamp gas being
ton of stuff that you can go through.
Swamp gas being the standardized analogy for like explainable phenomenon.
That comes from Hynek, who was Project Blue Book.
I know Project
Dr.
Blue
Alan
Book.
Hynek.
I watched
who was hired initially to debunk everything and convince people that it was swamp gas. He's the one who coined the phrase swamp gas to begin with.
Because there was cases.
Became a UFO believer.
I don't believe that for a second. I know everything.
Oh yes, he did.
Shush. I know everything about Project Blue Book. I watched Dark Skies at least 15 times, and it wasn't just because Jerry Ryan was in lingerie in that one episode.
Oh, I'm sure it had everything to do
Yeah, that's besides
with
the
that.
point.
Yeah, yeah. So whatever. You get the big W. Read 'em and weep.
I win. I win. It's swamp gas.
No, you don't. You don't win shit.
Yes, I do.
No, no,
I
no.
always win.
Swamp
I'm
gas.
victorious. I'm on top. It's swamp gas. Oh, it is struggle. See, I told you. Told you
You're
our
just
expert
afraid.
Renee. I told you our expert Renee would know exactly what stiggle means.
Yes, it was sterile. Yes, right. Anyway, yes.
Also, I
So that's our
remember
big news today. We got disclosure. Have you ever had a disclosure day there in Canada?
for
I
what
just pretty much
fiction?
follow what United States does.
What? No. We don't believe in UFOs. They're fake.
They aren't fake, and
Hello, go fire something 84 18.
what? Oh,
Fires.
fire spit.
Go.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to the
Yeah.
show.
Yes.
We're arguing about the UFO data dump today.
Yeah.
My partner here is from Canada, so I'm sure he didn't get the news. He is. He thinks
Also,
everything's swamp gas.
oh, it's swamp gas.
Oh, it's no such thing.
Now, it might not be from a swamp. It might be from some guy that just ate a Taco Bell.
Or a swamp from another planet could be that too. If it's to be
No.
swamp gas, or it can be swamp gas from aliens who ate a Taco Bell. That's where it comes from. Certainly.
I believe they prefer to be called Mexicans these days.
ETs, extraterrestrials, interdimensionals. You're terrible. You are absolutely. You need to be censored. Anyway,
Yeah,
you do.
I need to be censored.
Mm-hmm.
I see how strongly you fight for your First Amendment there, American.
No, you don't. I don't believe in censorship.
Freedom of speech means nothing to an American.
Well, since you have no filters for decorum and having any sense of manners, we'll just say.
But you believe
You
in
can't.
aliens
You're gonna have freedom of speech responsibly.
Renee, I believe in aliens. I just don't believe that any of the stuff that they say are UFOs has anything to do with aliens whatsoever. I think there are a lot of people that grift out there, and your government is one of them. And another one of them.
All right. Sorry.
There's a really good skit from the TV show called "The Whitest Kids We Know." You know, the whitest kid you know. Whatever that show is called, about like a space battle on the moon with polar bears, and aliens. I think we've watched it before. I don't. Asking things.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Lol.
He says, "Okay, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for the context. I was a bit lost for a moment. Not really into aliens or the research of. I don't think it's a threat to me, at least. But I do think. Hold on here. I got to scroll down here.
Yeah. So we literally just started when you messaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. We normally talk about nonsense, and then we'll do some writing stuff, and then we'll talk about some more nonsense, and then 2 hours will have gone by, and the show will be over.
We mostly talk about writing and this, kind of the structure of writing and
Yeah. Oh, well, we also pretend to know what we're talking about. Uh,
Justin knows more about publishing and all that sort of thing than I do. I don't really
yeah,
know
yeah,
stuff, but we try to pass along what we know.
yeah, and
And have a little fun.
argue
And we
about
argue over everything. Yeah.
nonsense, absolute nonsense.
He,
Oh,
you're not quite a normie, but you are a muggle.
yeah. Well, I don't base my worldview on sayings misinterpreted from Harry Potter.
I don't either.
You just
But
did. You
I did not.
just did right there.
What, by calling you a muggle?
Yes.
So it's better than being a normie.
I am a superiority.
You're full of shit.
That too.
That we can both agree on. Did you get
Uh,
any writing done over the weekend?
yes, but none
Well,
that I should not be ashamed of.
oh, that again, huh? Okay.
Oh,
Okay, here, hold on a second. I think we have another comment here. There's
uh,
another one that, from Renee I didn't get either. Oh, that's sick. I'm doing some writing and looking for advice on structure. Cool.
mm,
All right. I'll let y'all do y'all's thing and hoping if I have any questions or quips. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Are you?
Yes,
Uh,
we're going to give some writing tips today. Some of the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
questions there. And let me go to that right now. Go open that up.
So, we're struggling with this new segment where Raven, my good co-host Raven down here, um, finds a writing advice infographic on Pinterest, and then we discuss it for a little bit.
Pin- Mhm.
Yes, Pinterest. Um, and then we discuss it for a bit, and then
Hey,
I'm a Debbie Downer about it, and Raven's like, "It sounds good to me." Is generally the attitude. Uh,
okay, I'm trying to. Oh God, when my
yeah,
internet went down yesterday, I have to. Oh man,
yes. Um,
it logged me out of
we're also not very
everything.
professional.
Okay, so
Hmm. Do you want
well,
me
we tried.
to try and find it while you talk about UFOs?
No, no, I think I got it
No.
here.
Okay.
I think I got it here. Okay, no, no, it's not gonna let me in. Is it here? I'll go down to this one here. Oh, this makes me so angry. I've had to do this all day. I had a terrible time trying to get into Discord too. Um,
Ooh.
right, let's see here.
Techno problems. I was
Yeah, hang here.
closing everything on this tab.
I'm closing. Yeah, I already did that. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't think this was going to be such a problem here.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. I got it.
I gotta find Pinterest. Oh, spacing on the weirdest things. Where do I have that? I have not. I've not used this program in a while since the last time we
Here.
spoke. The
Okay.
okay. I am looking a good graphic for love. Was bad. One of them. Pretty fun plan. What kind of story are you working on there, my friend? Fire spell structure. So there are different kinds of structures for stories, but it depends on what you have going on in your story, right? I was just watching a video in which
Mhm.
uh, the advice giver uh, was talking about something I've been struggling with myself called matchbooking, and it's something you usually want to do. Is like you introduce a thing, and then you introduce the next thing, and then you introduce the third thing, and then you have like your pivot rotation, and then whatever the third thing you introduce is, it's the first thing you resolve, and then the second thing is the second thing you resolved, and the first thing is the last thing you resolve. Of course, if you have more than three threads, you would do that, but you try to kind of mirror your introduction to your resolution. Um, is one good structure to work on. And it doesn't have to be one for one, but it helps you uh, think about those kinds of things. But hey, the, it's like grammar rules in English. Uh, there being only one grammar rule in English, and that is it coherent or not? Um, Everything else is just some Spurg's preference. Um, so if your story is enjoyable to read and delivers all the core points that it's supposed to, right? So you don't have any questions left hanging at the end of the story unless there's an intended sequel for that question. Um, then then it's done correctly. So get down one was the it's out of the way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Maybe. Uh, sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here.
Yes, they're making me reset my whole entire freaking password.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfectly chronologically, but it just gives you an idea of you know um, the more inverse the the spectrum is. Spectrum? I don't know. Like you said, like the reference, the guy in the video I was watching, it was a book fox. If you haven't seen that channel, was like a palindrome. So it can be said one way or the other. Um, Obviously, that's an analogy. Not you don't want the transverse vibe from the beginning to be the same at the end, right? You don't want to end up directly back at the beginning, right? So if you have a character that's got to deal with a dark wizard at the end, you want the end them have have been dealt with. Oh, me no speaky well. Um, you
Come
so if the first thing you introduce in your world is that your character has to deal with a dark wizard, the last thing you want the character to have done is dealt with the last wizard, um, or the dark wizard. You don't want like them to have to deal with another dark wizard at the end of the story, if you know what I mean. Um, there should be a sense of accomplishment at the end of the story. Um, but I use Dark Wizard because I'm working on a story with Dark Wizards right now. Uh, uh, First thing, second thing, third thing, third thing. Yes, yes, yes. You get that. And obviously that number can go as high or as short as you want. Usually, if you're dancing, like we talk a lot about shorter novels and novellas, because my brain no hold large story good together. Um,
Continue.
so usually you want to be around three or four
Damn,
threads
damn.
for a shorter story, not a short story, a shorter story. Uh, so get all down helps. Yeah, it can. A lot of people do work really well with what is called plotting. So you write out the idea you want to work with, and then figure out how it will go through the story, um, in the start, and then the resolution. Obviously, you can move things around as you're plotting things out. So Raven writes just scenes, and then when she's got a big stack of them, she's going to sort them out into an order and go, the ones that don't fit a
And then
story go into
right how they
the
connect.
use later
I
pile.
go with whatever I
Yeah,
feel in the moment. I just,
yeah,
you know,
and we'll
you
see if
know.
that works for her by the end of the year. And if it doesn't, she'll have to figure out a different method or find a new hobby besides having a lot of cats. Uh,
Okay, I finally got in. I had to reset. I had to reset my password, and I tried to bypass all that rigmarole by just logging in with Google, and like I can on
yeah.
everything else. It just sent me in this loop, going, oh,
Mm,
makes me so
yeah.
mad. I'm
Usually you want
sweating. I'm
to
so mad.
at least you want usually you want to start the account with Google, but yeah,
Okay, so I was trying to listen to you guys. What would be the um,
so
plot twist? I've got there are writing tips for writing a great plot, how to create tension in the story. These are some of
just
the new
pick
ones.
one.
Um,
Just pick a
Complex
winner one.
characters. Do we want to focus more on characters or the storyline?
Oh well, our friend here is having trouble with structure, so let's go with the storyline.
Let's go with
That'll
storyline.
be
Okay.
more valuable for the person
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
audience that is talking,
Yeah. Okay.
with the name that my tongue does not want to wrap around. Uh,
Okay. There are um, 7 tips for writing a great plot twist. There's that one. Let me kind of
yeah, yeah.
give me some choices here. Um, Ways to end a chapter. Um,
You don't
uh,
always do a cliffhanger.
that was the next one. Shocking cliffhanger ideas.
Yeah. Cliffhangers are good, but you don't want to over rely on them. Uh, it becomes too much of a rug pull. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
let's see here. There's all kinds of things here for villains. Okay, not characters. Meaning what? Common plot. Common plot holes to avoid in your novel.
yeah.
Um,
Usually, if you write everything you're doing down, and you remember to periodically mention it and resolve it, right? That this is why it's good, even if you are pantsing, right? This is the term used for people that just sit down at the table and type or whatever, or write until they're done a story. You want to go back and go, hey, I introduced thing in chapter 2, and then I never mentioned thing again. I better go into the story and either remove thing, or if I really want to keep thing around, to mention thing again later, and then resolve whatever thing was. Uh, so like you're writing a story about an adventurer, and then you bring up dragons for no reason, and then dragons just disappear or have no consequence in the world whatsoever.
mhm.
Uh,
There's
it feels like you totally forgot that there are dragons in your story.
a lot of
And
these
I've
do
seen that happen a few times.
8 laws of foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing is kind of what we're talking there. So that's
Building suspense is another one. Do you want to go with
just pick one. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. I'll pick foreshadowing since that one's right here. Let me get to
Yes.
the get over here so I can share screen here. This one
Yeah.
here. There we go. Okay, and there it should. Hopefully, now this up here. Here we go.
That's the wrong button.
Larger here.
That's the one I want.
Come on.
Look for guns. Yeah. Check like Chekhov's gun. Um,
What the heck? I can't. Why can't I get this thing larger? What's going on
uh,
here? Oh my gosh.
yeah,
My whole
that's
screen. Okay. Now
yeah.
here.
Just
Oh
go.
gosh, it goes really huge or
Yeah, that's good. I will pull the
okay.
chat down. I can
Okay,
remember how to
so
do
you
it. It's
can
so
fix
fun right
that.
here. Okay, start at the
Okay.
top.
Okay, so the foreshadowing. Okay. Um, number one is make it relevant.
Make it relevant.
And
Yes.
my scrolling's kind of delayed here, so
Yeah.
bear with me here. Okay, so keep foreshadowing for significant plot events. Number
Yes.
two, use with purpose, foreshadow to build suspense or explain plot causes. If you have anything to add to it, feel free to interject.
Yeah. Yes. Uh, give the payoff.
Yeah. If there's a gun in Act One, it must go off eventually. Yes.
Yes, that's Chekhov's gun. Directly. That's where that comes from. Outline it.
Outlining it in once you have a story outline, add foreshadowing. And
Yes.
try not to overdo it. Make plot clues subtle, apparent on
Yeah.
rereading.
Yes.
Make payoffs fit. Ensure the latter events fits the tone of its build up. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, like I can sum up a lot of these. If you have a story and you have, say, like a woman, and she's for the most part of the story presented as like mild mannered, maybe like a housewife or a secretary or something casual, right? And sometime in the third act, she shoots somebody for whatever reason. Yeah, it will feel like she pulled a gun out of her ass, out of thin air, if she does that. If it's not established she's the kind of person that carries a gun earlier in the story at some time.
Or keeps one in the top underwear drawer or something.
Yeah, or in a purse, or, uh,
Her grandfather gives her one on his deathbed or something.
well, it doesn't have to be super convoluted. Just, hinted that she's the kind of person that would have such a thing on her when she is in the situation of shooting this other person. Or even like she's able to get one because it's in the environment that she was in. Um, right? Like obviously we're telling a detective story. The detective probably has a gun. It's reasonable. Um, but if
Yeah,
we're
that's
telling a
that would
story
be
in
an
what the
assumed.
character wouldn't have a gun unless specifically described, and it doesn't have to be a gun, right? It could be like the
Or
keys to a
yeah,
warehouse. Why does this person have the keys to this warehouse that they need to get into in the third act? Well, because they're married to the security guard, or dating the secretary, or they're able to get a hold of them somehow.
yeah.
Uh,
So it makes sense
yes, it
later on,
doesn't come
but
out of nowhere.
right.
Uh, yeah, and that's the whole premise of like basically everything that this article is about. That's
Mm-hmm.
what foreshadowing means. It means to set up set up uh, the presence of a thing before the thing is enacted upon. Uh,
Right.
yeah.
Number 7 is just kind of a reminder if you have plot changes in a revision to be sure to go back and fix the foreshadowing, make sure that that matches up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what self editing is like. That's why you always go through your story. Like once you've got the bare bones of whatever your story is, you need to go through and look at it and make sure you didn't throw in a bunch of dead ends or like artifacts of nothing. And then you got to decide: do I want to take this cool thing that I put in there in the moment and either do what is called killing your darling and take it out, or do I correct the error to give it a proper um, the course of events out through the entire story? And that's what killing your darling means. It doesn't mean finding the thing you like the most and hitting it with an axe just for the sake of doing so. It means if it doesn't fit the story, instead of forcing a track for that car to be on, right? You can picture a story like a series of rail lines going from the beginning to the end that intercross each other. And then you just have a car not on tracks at all sitting in the middle of the story. Well, either you got to put that car on some fucking train tracks or get the fuck out of here. One or the other, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay. Great. Number 8, get feedback. Get feedback
Yes.
on your foreshadowing from beta readers. And I assume beta readers means what?
Um,
Just your friends or?
there are people who you have talked to about reading your story before you bring it to its final state and publish it. They You want to find people that will not just, yes, it's perfect, it's the best thing ever, and they didn't even open the fucking page
Right.
of the first page. They're just gonna placate you. You don't want people. Usually, it's assumed family and close friends are terrible for this job because they don't want to hurt your feelings.
Right. So
And
getting a fellow writer or somebody who's into
yeah,
literary or whatever. But this goes before an editor if you choose to use an editor, right?
yes, um,
They can help you point out any errors or things you need to redo.
yeah, are things that violate the one grammar rule in English is clarity, right? Like, does it make sense? Were there things you didn't foreshadow enough? Were there things you foreshadowed too much? Because you can do the same. You can make something so freaking obvious it's not enjoyable, right?
Right.
Um, you don't want to write a murder mystery and give away who the killer was, obviously on the first page.
Right.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. So let me go. That was it on those. So I
yeah.
should go get another one. Or do you want to write for, you want to go into some writing right now?
Uh, yeah. Well, we could do that. We could. So now we're gonna do a writing sprint. If you don't know what that is, go and fire. Whatever. I'm
Okay.
gonna
How do
set
I
up.
take this off? Okay. I take this off.
I can kick it.
I'm trying to kick it and it's not going. There we go. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
there we are. Okay.
yeah.
Imagine that tech not working at my hands.
Yeah. So don't want to leave. I want to do the same thing you were doing. I'm gonna open up the. Oh, technology today is not my thing either.
Well, I think the technology is really something. We're having a lot of solar winds and so forth from the sun. A lot of CMEs. It's
Yeah.
affecting the.
Copywriting. Yeah. Okay. Music. Lo-fi. Gotta stop crossing my legs. My knee is killing me. Wrong key.
That's my sentence. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't get right very much. I had to run outside. We're getting ready to have a thunderstorm. I guess I got a thing on my phone alerting, so I had to get my tarp set and get the cats to the garage. So I had to leave for just a moment, but I did get some
Yeah.
done.
Nobody's got a whip to your back. Not
I'm.
that you wouldn't enjoy that.
How did you know? Uh,
Oh.
I'm at the point in the story where I'm starting to introduce the antagonist or the kind of
Yeah.
the sub antagonist that works for the major
Yeah.
antagonist. Yeah.
You might want to pull that up closer to the beginning, but yeah, that's
I
for
don't know
revision.
where this is gonna. I mean, this is just this is the coffee shop where she's.
Yeah.
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 Um,
I I'm introducing because I got this new character. I'm introducing. Um, did you ever watch Xena?
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Do, do
Love that.
you do you remember Joxer?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So I'm introducing a character that's just Joxer with the serial numbers filed off because that's what you do. You know, you just find something you like, throw it in there, and as you start developing your own voice with the character, you'll change it enough that it'll become your own.
hmm
Or you should probably do that. Because you don't want to like commit piracy.
No, no
Not piracy, plagiarism.
plagiarism. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scholarly version of piracy.
Educated form of piracy.
Yes.
Sophisticated piracy. Yes. Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm just yeah. So that character was played by Ted Raimi, Scott Raimi's brother. So I just took the middle of his name. And I dropped the space and the two or three letters from the center of his name. That's what I'm calling the character from now.
Okay. Okay.
Timey, timey. Uh, uh, I'll think of something better. I hope.
I was just okay.
I hope this character doesn't make it to publication with the name Timey. That's all I'm saying. Or
So
maybe
this
he
character's
does.
kind of awkward in their own skin. They're kind of
Yeah.
they always have the most dumb luck of things, mostly
Dumb luck.
bad.
Covered in junk. Covered in junk.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
they're kind of like insecure in a way. They're not really
yeah.
comfortable in their own skin type character.
Yeah. So right now, the opening scene for this story is going to be him and my barbarian, my female barbarian character.
Well, so that'd be interesting.
Why I decided to go with ripping off Xena characters is because I came up with this. And it was, hey, I remember Xena. This is not like Xena at all, but I'm going to steal ideas from that show.
Okay. Now this is the new one you've started, right?
Yeah, because I do that a lot. It's okay. You can do
Was
that
this
as
your
many times.
13th or 14th?
575 billion. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun.
Okay.
So these two characters, they're like getting ready to kill some guard captain. I haven't decided what the guard captain is guarding or why they're killing this guy, but she's like, I bet you can't hit him. And he's like, what? And he pulls out this box from his pile of junk, and it's nicer than anything else. And she's like, what the hell you get that from? I have it. He opens it up. There's a bow inside. It's nice, ornate, and beautiful. And it goes right through the guy's neck. Because dumb luck.
Yeah.
It's
luck,
like, ah,
right?
shit. I gotta pay you now. You were supposed to hit the guy. You said hit him. I didn't think you would.
So she's like the leader of
Yeah,
the dominant,
she's
just like
the
Xena.
protagonist. Yeah,
Okay, all
yeah.
right.
And then they
So,
run off, and
what is their mission?
I haven't decided yet.
How did
I
they meet?
this for another story.
Okay,
Does not matter.
just picks up. Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, it picks up in Sachu, in Sachu, in Sachu. That's what the phrase means. Is it starts in the middle of something.
Okay.
Chew,
Oh, I've never heard that before.
chew.
Okay.
Usually, when there's something action oriented, and like not an action is doing something, but action oriented is something exciting, like killing somebody or
Inset shoe.
yes,
Like INSET
insect.
CH. Huh?
Probably. I have no idea. Don't ask me to spell something.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Uh,
Insetchu.
okay. Cool. I'll try to remember that. If I don't write it down, there's no way I'll remember it.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let me go back to Pinterest here, and is everybody still with us? Anybody have a request? Or Renee, I don't think we heard from you. Is there something that in your writing that you would like to me to find here on Pinterest? If there's anything that fits or is appropriate for where you're at in your story, put it here in the chat, and I'll look it up. Okay, so let me go back over here to Pinterest.
Yeah, I try to look up the correct spelling, and it's just giving me insecure. It's not that. Fucking computers. Uh, I'll find it later, the correct spelling, and give it to you.
About it.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. Well, this kicked me off of my thing here. All right. Hold on.
yeah.
Somebody, Pinterest, this cracks me up. Somebody did a spoof on the rock group Kiss, and you know how
Yes.
it would be like Kiss would be in the background, the four faces, of them,
Yeah.
their full regalia of makeup, and somebody's redone it to say hiss, and they've got four cat faces. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Of
All
course, you would have cat related cat things. You don't think you have enough cats in your life, Raven?
Here's something that might be of interest here. Okay. This one here is titled, okay, the best things to remember when writing a highly emotional scene.
Yes.
How would you like me to cover that one?
Yeah, sure.
This
Sure.
one here I think looks really interesting. Okay. So let me get the thing to go over here to share screen. Here we go. Okay, pin on writing. There we go. Okay. Now hit share.
Technical
Here.
problems with
Let me get over here.
McRaven. Uh,
Why? Is there something technical going on?
no. It's just I gotta hit that thing once.
Here, can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's got really big. Okay. Now let's do it like this. Okay. Okay.
Start at the top.
Okay. So this is best things to remember when writing a highly emotional scene. Show, don't tell. It's the golden rule of writing. I get it. You hear it everywhere you turn. And by now, even if you don't totally get it, you've become desensitized to the mantra. It's actually a pretty hard thing to master. Believe it or not, all writers struggle to show. But I hope this lesson will help you out. So we'll start here on the left. No emotion words. No, your character isn't sad, happy, devastated, in pain, angry, nervous, scared, or worried. Don't use words like this that describe emotions. They cut down on the hit of your scene, and they're harder for readers to connect to or to get emotional over.
Yes.
Use perceptions. I dig
Okay.
this one. Your
Can you stop? Go back up.
yeah.
Do panel left, then panel right, then scroll
Oh, you
down.
want me to do it that way? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. No emotion
Now,
words.
now,
Now words.
before we do the next one, do you want to discuss this one first?
Sure.
That way, it's still on the mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, no emotion words. You understand what that means?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So it's better to have your character like describing your character doing things or being sad than just saying
Mm-hmm. Like,
Susan was sad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you might have your protagonist telling someone else that Susan was sad in a past tense capacity if it's not super relevant to the overall story. But if your protagonist is Susan and you're living through this, you undermine the reader's connection with the character just
Like
by
she felt that familiar tightening in her throat, her eyes starting to water,
yeah.
and knew
Yeah.
she had to get out of there fast.
Yeah, that sounds more like fear to me.
Well, she didn't want anybody to see her cry.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
like that's where I was going with that. But
Okay. But yeah, you
yeah,
could explore that through the context and um relations to other things happening that would give you that sense
yeah.
over fear. Or yeah. Well, you get the point. It's just
Yeah, though, but there are sometimes I think it depends on the context of it, though, really, because sometimes, like devastated would be a word I would use to convey extreme emotional anguish. And how else are you going to describe that?
you
You
would
know?
have to work on that. You'd have to work on that. Like this is a thing with all of these. None of them are absolutes. There are
Yeah.
times in which the story is just served by you saying she was sad or he was angry. Um because it's not super relevant to the moment or emotion you're actually trying to channel the reader to feel. Um
Actually, I think this next one kind of addresses that in a way.
yes.
Um,
Use
yeah.
action.
Use action. Yeah. Instead of being angry, your character is screaming, has their fist tightly clenched, and is trembling. See what I did?
Mhm.
I took the emotion, thought of how wait a minute here, thought of how to show it and use that instead. It adds a little oomph and it's more sensory for your reader.
And now you know why I want you to go from left to right instead of straight down
Yes.
the panel.
Point duly noted. Touche. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay. Got it. So I think we've covered that pretty well. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, use perceptions. I dig this one. Your character is sad. No, your character is suddenly seeing their lover not as their lover, but something they just lost in a battle. Their perception of what that person is changed. Love turns to loss. Smiling turns to tears. Nothing is the same after the emotional action hits.
Mhm. Left to right.
Yeah. Do you have
Uh,
anything you want to comment on this one?
oh, I spaced on what was going on. Sorry. Uh, the I did
Where your character
before.
is suddenly seeing their lover not as their lover, but something they just lost in battle.
Yes. Uh, it's a world flip moment, right? Like
Yeah.
obviously it's not literal battle. It's like the struggle of
It's
emotional
the
action or
perception.
argument or whatever. Battle being a metaphorical statement in this. I
Yeah.
hope it's a metaphorical statement. Uh,
The perception of the character has changed, whether that be love
yeah,
to hate, hate to
yeah,
love,
yeah,
admiration to disgust. You know,
yes, and this is not good, right? Obviously, for a strong emotional
but it's life.
relationship, but
It's life.
excuse me, but and also you want to turn this up to 11 in your prose and dialogue and your characters drama because it's fiction, and seldomly does subtle emotional fiction play well on the page. You can have it, right? Like,
Yeah, a
uh,
character that's non-emotional,
yeah,
very stifled in their
yeah,
expression and so forth. There those I think are really hard to write.
yeah.
You would
But
think it would be easier, but it's actually not.
yeah, but sometimes it can be done masterfully. Like
Oh,
I don't see um
yeah, Justin. There are other emotions other than lust. Okay.
I don't see Elizabeth Bennet being hyper emotional. She flies off the handle every now and then, but uh, you know who Elizabeth Bennet is, don't you?
Your specialty is no,
You
no.
you
I'm
you
just going to ask. No, what is she? A porn star?
for
Coming
shame.
from you.
For
Coming from you. That's a
for
perfect
shame.
guess, isn't it,
For
Renee? They will
shame.
agree with me.
For shame, you do not know who Elizabeth Bennet is.
No, I don't.
How can you say you have never read a Jane Austen novel, let alone Pride and Prejudice?
I got partway through Pride and Prejudice, and I got interrupted.
You have lost your woman card. Thank you very much. You are now officially some in infomorphous blob between genders.
Jeez, Louise, listen to this.
You
It's
will
a
be
harsh.
growing a penis by the end of the month.
No, I will not. Jeez, Louise, you're
Or
right.
at least be a Ken doll smooth down there.
Okay, whatever. You said it.
There are rules. Men can enjoy.
Are you gonna tell me who the
Jane
hell she
Austen.
is?
Women are prohibited from not enjoying Jane Austen.
I've never read a Jane Austen. No.
Oh,
Marion Zimmer Bradley.
Mary Zimmer Bradley.
You know, the Mists of Avalon. That was a really good feminine story book. But no, I don't know. I started to read Pride and Prejudice, and life got interrupted. That was a long time ago.
You should try again, or at least watch one of the movies.
All right. Yeah, that's one on my list. Actually, it is one of the classics that's on my list.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. All right. Use setting. Your character is happy. Yeah. No, they're not. Your character is noticing the tiniest, most delicate things about their new car that are, in all honesty, kind of weird to notice just on a normal car. When you love something, you notice more. When it makes you sad, you try to close it out. See?
How could Pride and Prejudice make you sad, Raven?
It didn't. I was just interrupted in
It's
reading
one
it.
of the great masterpieces.
I think I watched the movie though. I'm pretty sure I watched the movie.
You know, I have an annoyance with every film adaptation ever made,
Imagine that.
except for the one with Keira Knightley, but it still makes this mistake. But it's got Keira Knightley in it. And that's Mr. Darcy's first name is never used in any of the films or miniseries. Like, how do you avoid using the name Fitzroy? You know? You have a perfectly opportune time to use the name Fitzroy. in a product.
Oh my god, that's such a. Imagine naming a baby Fitzroy. It's
It
awful.
was a common name back then. The king was named Fitzroy for freak's sakes.
King of what? Is it Danish, a Denmark name, or Dutch or something?
I think it's German. The
Oh.
king of England. Well, he wasn't. He was Prince Prince Regent, husband of Elizabeth, or not Elizabeth, Victoria.
Oh.
Queen Victoria's husband was a Fitzroy.
Was it Fitzroy?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe his first
No.
name was Fitzroy.
No.
I believe it was Victoria.
I thought it was something like a Winston or a W name. Wallace. Winston.
Queen Victoria, husband Edward Fitzwilliam.
Edward. Okay, Edward.
Yeah, Edward Fitzwilliam.
Edward Fitzwilliam.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have been Fitzwilliam, not Fitzroy. For
either way, it's a very unusual name. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a variation of the same name though, Fitzroy.
So, if you ever have a child, I expect you to name them Fitzroy.
I will do that just for you. I will be my dearest love. Raven said we gotta name the child Fitzroy, and she was like, "Who the fuck is Raven?"
Yes.
I ain't telling you. It's funny. It's funnier that way.
Okay. All right. Go out of bounds. High emotion often means low ability to think things through. It's okay to make your character wander from their borders during highly emotional moments. Make them kick, scream, kiss harder, throw stuff, break ground sobbing, knock out some teeth. I promise it's okay. You're not out of bounds. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking up. I'm looking up Fitzy Boy here.
You're still on Fitzroy. Okay. Use dialogue. Angry, you'll say things you really don't mean. Or
and
I
Edward
have a
was the
here,
son, not
or you'll say things you really do mean, but you deny later to keep the peace. Anyway.
What are we on? I was distracted with Fitz. Go out of bounds.
I already did that one.
Was that the one where we were talking about?
No, that was on the other page here. That was. I don't even know why you brought up Pride or Prejudice, but yeah.
Emotional depth and dramaticism was why I brought up that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a good play in emotional play in that story. That's why it's so well beloved. That and like seeking different character flaws and how they can clash against each other.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's the birth of the enemies to lovers genre.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they start off hating each other, and then they find out there's this due to a misunderstanding, and then they just want to smooch.
Or they find out they're the last two people on Earth.
That's a different story. And a callback to earlier in the show when I mentioned Jerry Ryan. She is in a movie like that called Last Man, I believe. I think it's Last Man.
Okay.
And it turns out there's another man, and she much prefer that guy.
Okay.
And then there's drama.
I'm sure there is. Yeah, isn't that always kind of the basis of all drama in a way?
Yeah. So who's getting some and who's not?
Oh, wait, no. It's the making of allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and that is a bonding thing. And there's kind of like these. Once you've you've experienced that with somebody, you feel this special connection, and once you've shared something very private or very meaningful, then and then it just makes that type of betrayal all the worse of the wounding.
Yeah,
And it
something private and meaningful like going to Taco Bell. Hey, hey, what happens in your bowels is a very meaningful and private thing. And if you share that with somebody, and the second you step into a Taco Bell, you've done that. I'm just saying, there's intimate and private of one thing, and intimate and private of another
I'm
thing.
talking about something really, sharing a childhood wound, and all you can do is think about having an attack of the gastrointestinal type from eating Taco Bell. Boy, we are worlds apart, aren't we?
I'm just saying, if she
Right.
sticks through you, sticks with you through Taco Bell, that's a lot deeper and emotionally intense.
Well, I
You
guess
know,
so.
you know, there's
We've all
some
been
serious
warned, okay? We've all
fidelity.
been warned.
There's some serious fidelity going on
Whoever
after a
date
trip to
Justin,
Taco
do
Bell.
not let him eat at Taco Bell for your own good. Okay. Public service announcement.
Well, it's not me, it's everybody.
Moving on. Okay. Use of dialogue. Angry, you'll say things you really don't mean. Sad, you'll hide the truth. Happy, you'll confess. Use these human faults to your advantage. After your character's dialogue, word choice and ability to open up during highly emotional scenes to portray what they feel through their words.
Yes. Obviously, you don't want the characters to do this
But
overly so.
I would say this, though, too. Um, Sometimes when you're angry, you say what you really mean. And then you
Yeah.
try to cover it up later to run damage control because you're either not ready or you don't want to end the relationship or,
Well,
you know, uh, and sometimes like when you're sad, um, you can hide the truth, but you can also confess the truth because you're so depressed, you figure, what the hell? And you just let it all hang out. And, tell on yourself if you've been trying to hide or cover up a secret. Happy, sometimes you can confess, especially if you've been drinking, but oftentimes you'll avoid the topic altogether, so it's not a big bummer or a downward, mood, buzzkill or whatever. So
yeah. Um, you want that to conform to the character's obvious personality, though,
yeah, and
right? Because you can do the exact same thing that the previous infographic was talking about with the foreshadowing, right? If your character's
yeah,
emotions don't align to what has previously been displayed, that's what foreshadowing is, displaying. Um, if it doesn't conform to what's been previously displayed in the story, or at least what's been displayed through their growth out through the story, um, it'll feel like you've just put a new person in a skin suit of the previous character, and
yeah,
people will be like, "What the hell?"
true.
I started reading Pride and Prejudice, and I ended up with a Hardy book.
Hardy Brothers.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just this
I
what
used
came,
to read those.
it's what come to mind. Okay, you
Nancy
know,
Drew and the Hardy Boys.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I read, I think, all of them from the public library I lived close to.
Well, they still write things, so unless you're on like book number 90,000, you haven't read them all
Well, no, I haven't because I stopped reading them probably
when you were 12.
high school.
In
Junior
in
high,
uh,
something like that.
in 1843. They weren't even around back then, Raven. Grow up.
Anyway, um, I don't know why I let you get my dirt on that. I don't know why. I need to be
I'm only able to do it because you let me do it.
to your insults and your insolence.
Insolence.
Yeah.
I have never insulated anyone.
Oh, okay.
I cannot help you with your diabetes.
Anyway, the author of this article says to practice, practice, practice. This is not easy to master. It seems simple, but it can be frustrating, time consuming, and confusing. Take some time to sit and make lists. Scour your piece. Scour your piece for emotional words. I see I'm reading this all wrong. Scour your piece for emotion words and replace them with other representations of that emotion. Get a little frustrated. It's okay to have to practice this. And if you do so regularly and the right way, you will get better. It just takes time. This was compiled by Olivia Page. So thank you, Olivia.
It's an exercise you can do, right? You can just quickly write down a scene, an emotional scene, and just put in the intended emotion, and then like make a bunch of those, or find a bunch of them, or have Chat GPT generate them for you.
Don't encourage ChatGPT and this AI stuff is ruining.
Relax and let me finish, Raven. And then you take the the sheet where it's just the emotion word, and you use that as like an exercise. So you go, oh, Chat GPT, write me a little emotional scene, but tell, don't show. Chat GPT will love to tell you because it can't write worse shit. And then you take it and you go in, and where it says, like I said, fucking what's her name was sad. Susan was sad. You go in and you write the emotion, right? You come up with some context for the sadness because it'll help you write out the reason for it, and then actually fill in the prose, and if there's relevant dialogue to be had of the description of the sadness, like the action and whatnot. I believe you had a good example earlier. I am not good with emotional states unless I'm in the flow of a character, and then still, I only write one emotion, and it's lust, as we all well know.
And I must say, you're good at it. You're really good at it too.
Yeah.
So imagine if you could apply yourself to more different scenarios.
Never.
You have the makings of you got the talent.
I joke. I jest. I can write other emotional states, but I prefer to write actions instead of emotions. I am in preference of that. Just because I'm too immature. I'm not so immature. I hold my hand up like this and do this. Raven. Oh, but I'm a fairly immature person. Because I'm here to have fun. And,
I didn't hear that. I think buffered, so I didn't hear the very beginning of that, but I heard the ending.
I'm here to have fun. Okay, you can watch it later. I made fun of you doing this earlier.
I saw that part.
Okay. Yeah. I said I'm here to have fun. I kind of did this. Um, good information.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Shall I
I'm
pick
trying
another
to.
one? Are you going to do another writing
Uh,
stint? This would be a good point to do that. We're at the bottom of the hour.
yeah, I guess we could do another writing soon, another 20 minutes, then come back and chit chat for 10.
Yeah.
Uh,
Find another thing on Pinterest also. Here.
uh, share. Do, do, do.
I got to. Oh,
You were about to say something as I muted you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I might, if there's time, um, um, if you wouldn't mind indulging me, reading you what I've got going on here and seek you and Renee's advice on
Do you want
on.
to just do that? Because we only got a half hour.
Well, let's just do a writing stint for 10 then.
Okay. I can reset it in a minute. Okay.
Are we unmuted? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was just reading, trying to catch up here with the chat room, and Renee had noted that she's got 2,028 words in total now, and working on the last scene of the first chapter. Well, good. Yay for you. Well done. Well
Yes.
done. Yay.
I expanded what I've got to include them trying to run away. Because they were only to kill the captain, right? Because thinking it was like a contract job. Kill that guy.
And instead, they killed the security guard.
No, they killed the right person, but like everyone else that was with the guys, like chasing them, right? So, they need to get the fuck out of there before they get chopped up into little bits. Because I don't care how cool and kick ass your character is. 1 versus 20 is totally fake. And if you want to have some verisimilitude, you don't have your characters.
What is that word again? Verisimilitude?
Verisimilitude.
Okay.
That means plausible or realistic.
Okay.
Not totally fucking fake. So fake, nobody would believe it. You know, you want some sort of sense that there is a reality to your story.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there's magic in your story, you want it to be grounded in the world. Right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So you're not going to have 1 or 2 people going up against 20 or 30 and being victorious. Not without like some world changing odds in their favor. If it's just sword against sword or sword against bow, you have you have a 4-to-1 odd or whatever.
Or a monster in your pocket you can pull out and it comes to life.
Yeah, well, I got a monster in my pocket, and if I pulled it out, I'd get into trouble. Them's just how it works.
I knew as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I should not have said that.
Oh,
That went out very well, did I? No.
Oh, you got to see this. You got to see this. So the reason why Hunger showed up earlier is because we've been playing Conan again.
Mm-hmm.
Conan Exiles. Because they just did a graphics update on the game.
Oh.
Yeah, because it made it look a lot. It's been 7 years. Computers look prettier now. So the game has full nudity for your characters. Yeah,
that's why you're playing it.
Exactly, is exactly why we're playing it. But we all play dudes because you're allowed to have. The PC word is thrall. Thrall. You can look up what the definition of thrall later. There's another word for.
And you just got bleeped out.
There's another word for thrall that starts with an S. Yeah, there's a V in there. Am I back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So we're all playing our characters, and because there's full nudity, there are slider bars in character creation to adjust physical features. You can guess what slider. The thing looks like a russet potato with foreskin. Okay. I do not know how thick a human cock can get, but that is thicker. I mean, like this around.
Elephant. An elephant. Elephantile. The Fonte.
Before you had the slider, and it just got kind of longer a little bit, right? But now it's like a dynamic morph, and it just.
Sound
I'm running there naked. I'm running there naked.
this.
Trying to get
I
the
would
stuff to
think
make
it would be an
clothes.
impediment to running.
We've been making all these jokes about falling forward because you went too fast. It's like you started running and tried to
Put that thing in
stop
a
and
harness for
died.
sake.
It's just like,
Sheath that thing, would you?
yeah, nah. It was like,
Oh God.
this guy is never having sex because it's also suicide.
It would be. Sounds like, yeah.
All the blood rushed to the second person between his legs.
Well, not including, the victim. Then it would be a victim. Yeah. Who could
Nah,
survive that?
Raven, it doesn't get that far. The second he gets it up, he's dead, and she can just leave.
So he has to. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Crazy.
oh. I'll send you some
that,
pictures. I'll send you pictures of my fake cock later.
Please don't. My imagination, I've got a pretty good imagination. I got it.
Oh,
Did you know that etymology, which is the study of words and the history
yes,
behind
etymology.
etymology,
Yes.
it was banned in schools in 1946?
Yeah, because you'd look up the etymology of the word propaganda.
And that's done a great disservice.
Well, I don't think it was so much
And
banned
did
as
you know
not
that the
taught
name
anymore. That there's a difference. There's a difference between banning and not doing something anymore.
teachers they lost their jobs for continuing to teach it? It was literally banned and then omitted from the curriculum. Yeah. There's some surviving letters from these teachers that got fired, writing to the superintendent of schools and so forth.
Yeah.
It spells the story out pretty well. And that I had talked to you about this before when I had done a thing about writing and so forth, and that grammar comes from the word grimoire.
It doesn't.
And a grimoire, yes, it does too. Grimoire is a book of magical spells.
It doesn't come from that.
Writing comes from curse.
It doesn't come from that either, Raven.
Yes, it does.
Stop.
Spelling, activating a spell using letters in a specific.
Oh, I'm going to mute you because you're talking nonsense right now.
No,
you can
I'm not.
actually look this stuff up.
I did look this stuff up.
But you looked it up on the fucking Spook Fest websites and not real ones.
I did not look it up on any Spook Fest. It's right there on YouTube. It's right there on YouTube.
The banks of the rivers of the... I know all of this misuse of language, Raven. You look up the actual etymological roots of those words.
By removing this etymology in schools, students lost the ability to see how our language programs.
And they ended up thinking that spell was the root of freaking spelling.
To see how our language programs us with limitation and how we were taught how our words program reality, and that we no longer were taught how to decode language.
Yeah.
In its place was rote memorization and standardized tests. We have been given a corrupted vocabulary that nobody questions. And that is true. Absolutely.
You are going to start your writing. But yeah, you were going to tell us about, before I started telling you about my character's giant penis and Conan. I still can't. It's disgusting, Raven. It's disgusting.
Yeah, yours is absolutely.
And
Okay,
when
so
I am disturbed by something, you know it's disturbing.
yeah, it's very disturbing if you're disturbed by it. All right. So, and this has a flash. This has a thing of magic mentioned towards the end here, and I don't know if I need to go into and explain that
No,
somehow or right, but
you don't need to explain it.
um, okay. So this first paragraph you guys have heard before, but um, it's important for me to read that so you understand the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of the page. Okay. Okay. All right, so the coffee shop was busier than usual for a Wednesday afternoon, Celeste noted, as she weaved in and out of the crowd carrying her equipment for her radio show later that night. She had previously broadcast from her home studio, which was actually just a guest bedroom that never got used. The owner of the coffee shop, Mr. Yoshi, had invited her to do the show there a couple of months ago to bring in some business and to give Celeste some exposure to the community at large. Um, she had hoped by accepting his invitation that she would gain some new listeners. Everyone who was in the magical, pagan, heathen, Wiccan, ET, UFO, or Nordic communities would be there. They all hung out there at the coffee apothecary. And I can't read my writing here. Okay, here it was. Oh, it was a nice change doing this show with a live audience to interact with, she thought, much better than talking to the walls and occasionally the cats, not knowing if her content was being well received or missing the mark. She had hoped her good hair day would last into the evening. As she made her way to the back of the large but intimate seating area, she could feel eyes upon her. Not the fleeting glance type, but the intense type, the being sized up type. But sized up for what and by what standard, she could not tell. It's just a creepy, horny dude, she reassured herself. As she passed by the large mirror on the wall where her table was positioned, a quick glance in it revealed the source of the staring. It was a young dude, close to her age, wearing a black hoodie and black jeans with combat boots. She noted that he was clean shaven but couldn't determine any other features. He had a heavy and intense energy coming off of him, and that energy was laser focused on her. She shuddered at the fleeting fears of stories that she had read about murderous stalkers that flashed from her memory. She decided to put a mirror ball protection glamour around herself to minimize the distraction and to return to sender the intense energy he had been directing at her. As soon as she was done reciting the spell under her breath, she looked into the mirror and saw her admirer shift suddenly and uncomfortably in his chair. Good, she thought. Hopefully that will put an end to this bullshit so I can focus on doing my show. Does that all make sense? Do I need to expound any more on what a mirror ball protection glamour is?
No. This can be
Is it
picked up
pretty
through context.
self-explanatory that
Yes,
she's like putting a protective that
yes,
reflects?
yes, yes. It is very, very self-explanatory. And if this is early in the story, which it sounds like, this is good foreshadowing for this spell to be used later in the story in a more dynamic and defensive way.
Ah, okay, okay, yeah.
But what we don't need is the explanation of why her studio is in one room of the house and not another, and that it was a guest bedroom, or like all that stuff can just be taken and cut away.
Well, this is her first time doing the show there.
Yes, yes,
And it
perfectly.
may just leave,
It's
I didn't want to leave it open as opposed to where. Was she in a radio recording studio? Was she in at a
yeah,
radio
yeah,
station? No,
yeah,
she was at home.
yeah, yes,
In a
in
good
her
place.
home studio,
Yeah.
right? She's in her home
Oh,
studio. You don't need to
oh
like
yeah.
what the original intent of the room was by the architect when you designed that. Like you're
Oh,
using it as a home studio. It's a home studio.
right, right.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just say from her home studio,
Okay.
because it's a lot of convolution over what a room in her house is being used for, over its intent, right? Like
Gotcha. Okay.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
you know,
Mhm.
nobody cares what that room you're in right now in real life was built for by the architect when the house was built. You use it for filming
And I
this
suppose the
segment.
next one's going to be she hoped her good hair day would last into the evening.
Well, that's a state of concern and pettiness. Like if
Well, yeah,
if
of course you want to look good. You're going to be out in public as opposed to being at home where you can be doing the show in your pajamas.
yeah, well, it would be a different thing if halfway through that she went through an aside about you know going to the stylist earlier that day and having a conversation about roast beef sandwiches or whatever. I don't fucking know, right? Like that, if you had something like that in the middle of hoping her hair would last good for the evening, that would
Okay.
be the kind of thing that's basically you've gone on a tangent about the purpose of the room that she uses as a home studio for nothing.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Now, if it was there to demonstrate the character is scatterbrained, and not just you were trying to get a thought out of your head while writing.
She's not really scatterbrained. Kind of unlike the
Yeah,
author here. Can be
yeah.
scatterbrained. I have my
Well,
moments,
no,
but
don't
overall,
get
I was not.
don't get me wrong. Like I do this shit too, and before I present it, I listen to everything that I write or mostly dictate, and then I'll like, "Oh, this is walking down a thought process about the character and situation more than it is moving the story forward. I'll just cut that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Um,
So
just like when you go to write that into
she,
the uh, the text program, just skip over the the locational
he's
redundancy.
this guy that she's encountered here. This is how
Yeah,
my story in my head is not written yet. It's gonna
he's given vibes.
He's now going to be so uncomfortable that she's mirror balled him. She's going to pick up and leave. She's going to
Yeah,
have a pleasant evening, great radio broadcast, all is well. He's going to go back to this evil wizard type guy,
yeah,
tell him who sent him originally, the wizard guy that she knows nothing about, sent his little minion to go do that. And then he's like, "Oh, you're back early." And he's going to be like, "Yeah, she mirror balled me. I couldn't stand to be in the room any longer."
yeah. You can do an aside with a
Yeah.
different character. Now, one thing,
And it introduced then the
jot this down on the note, the margin. Um, there is a listicle of the type of people in this environment having one or two paragraphs. Write this in the margin of the side of the page.
Okay.
Uh, Writing one or two paragraph encounters with different people that can represent those communities instead of just listing them off. Like she knows somebody from the Nordic community. She knows somebody from the Wiccan community. She bumps into them as she's going to set up, instead of just having like a list of different types of weirdos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
And to Nick, hey Nick, he's from.
yeah.
Okay.
That way you demonstrate all these people are meeting here without just saying,
Okay.
a lion list of
Everyone who in the alternative community would be there. She
Yeah.
saw her friend Nick from across the room and Charlotte and whoever else. Okay.
yeah.
People,
Once again, like you're trying to avoid listing.
people yeah, in the okay, yeah. Okay, got it. All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Good.
This also flushes out the word count, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, great.
And like you don't have to actually demonstrate every sub community, just a good representation.
Smattering. Okay.
Yeah. Like we know there's tea on the menu. We don't need a list of all 30 kinds.
Right.
You
Okay,
know. Yeah.
got it. Thank you, Renee. She said good foreshadowing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
Okay. Uh, I'm looking forward to seeing this story when it's completed. Um, yeah.
Um,
Um,
I know I'm not writing in any nice, predictable, logical.
it doesn't matter. What
It,
matters is that you
whatever
get the
scene comes to
finish.
me, whatever hits is I just go with whatever's there,
Yeah.
and I'll piece it together and link it together,
Yeah,
wrap
and then
it, and
get
kind of like how I live my life, really, on a day-to-day basis, isn't it?
as long as you get a finished product that is enjoyable at the end.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, that's
that's
the
like
whole point. It must be
right.
enjoyable.
First is to have a finished product. Second is to make it enjoyable. Three is to make it like available. You know,
Yeah, I would flip 1 and 2 there.
1 and 2.
Yeah, make
Well,
it
it has to.
enjoyable,
You
make it
have you
then
have.
finished product.
I would get a finished product that enjoyable because you have to have a ball of clay before you can turn it into a sculpture.
This is true.
Yeah, and that's like the finished product is something that is in existence, and then you chisel the crap off of it until it's enjoyable. That's why I put them in that order. Um, because if you're seeking to make every little piece of it enjoyable before you have the full thing,
Yeah.
that's why I told you to write that thing in the margin instead of doing it right now.
Plus, then that can also introduce characters later on that she can say, "Oh my gosh, I need something, and I don't know anything about this." Oh yeah, my friend Nick from this. Okay, I'll pick up someone
Yeah,
called Nick, and she's met Nick at the coffee shop. He was there for her first breakfast. Yeah,
yeah.
it's good
So
idea.
fortunately, don't even bother creating those people or those moments until you get into the full shape of things,
Yeah,
and start introducing that into the revision. That way, you know who you need to put
yeah.
in that area.
'Cause she needs friends and allies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Besides the people at the Taco Bell and the Wendy's and that she has regular contact with.
right,
Oh wait,
right.
no, that's you.
Point duly noted.
Not
And
saying,
touche, Mocker.
not saying that the people in the magical community of your world don't have day jobs working at Taco Bell or Wendy's.
That could be.
Maybe they're a little up class. They work at the Chili's. Narrow bread.
Oh, speaking of that, I've got to go get some dinner.
Okay.
We have talked down to the end of the show.
We started doing this show later so she would have time to go get dinner before the show, but
Can't eat that early. I always eat late. But this is
okay.
perfect because this gives me, 50 some minutes to get to somewhere because everything closes at 10 now since COVID. Everything closes at 10.
Yeah.
Didn't use
Okay.
well, except Jack in the Box. There is Jack in the Box. So if I am running too late, I can always go get breakfast there.
Okay. Well,
If
we're
the
going
cook
to.
shows up, because I've been there twice now, and the cook didn't show up for work. So it's just, I waited in line just to talk to somebody over the little microphone thing and look at the menu and then leave. Damn.
You think they wouldn't have another cook?
You'd think. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
we're gonna see you
have a
on
good
Monday.
weekend, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Party
Happy
on.
Friday and party on.
Yeah. Well, Friday's over, so happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Taco Bell.